Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that. Is this the end of the 4-year cycle? Are we witnessing now Bitcoin peak this week? Because you can find these kind of news now on the internet, and we have now two parties, obviously. One saying yes, we are around the end of it. Others saying no, we're going to continue. So let's look at both scenarios, and then you can make up your mind for yourself. Okay, another thing I would like to talk about that tomorrow could be the approval for the Solana ETF, and if this is happening, it could be actually bullish for Solana. Also, we have now bullish news from the UK because UK lifts a ban on Bitcoin ETNs for retail investors. So guys, a lot of things in today's video. So don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply just subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Okay, so when we're looking at the price of Bitcoin, we can see it is 122,175, which is a 0.6% decrease in the last 24 hours. Ethereum 3% down in a day, 4,352 US dollar. The one which is up now is Zcash with 35%, Monta 9%, and Monero 3%. Losers, PancakeSwap 14% down, DEXI 13%, Plasma 13%. So we can see altcoins not holding themselves that well, but it's no major dumps either, I have to admit. So when we're looking here, the Bitcoin candlestick chart here on the weekly, we can see that yes, last week we had this nice weekly candle, and we closed the highest weekly close ever. That's what we had. And now on this week, now Bitcoin is hesitating again, and we really should see some momentum around this point when we're talking about towards really getting end of the cycle. We are in Q4, getting towards mid of October, which is supposed to be October. So I think what's going to happen is crucial this week and next week, how this week going to close, how next week goes. And in this video, I would like to discuss a couple of scenarios why actually this could be the end of the cycle or why we can continue. So let's do it. First of all, let's go with the negative things. And news circulating that this could be it. And well, if you're looking at this chart, this is the Bitcoin weekly chart, and you can see here this one of these blue lines, as you can see it here. I'm pointing it out with the arrow, and here is another one. This is basically the distance in days between cycle peaks, and this one shows the cycle peak from 2017. It was back there in December. And the distance between the next cycle peak, which was in November 2021. And between that, there were 204 bars on the weekly chart, which is 1,428 days. So if we add from the last cycle peak, which was back in 2021 in November, we add another 204 bars on the weekly chart, which is 1,428 days, we ending up exactly on this week, as you can see it here. And therefore, people believe that yes, October-ish, now-ish could be the end of this cycle. And here we have Peter Brandt also saying that Bitcoin is set for a dramatic surge if doesn't top soon. And Bitcoin is poised for an unprecedented price discovery as long as it doesn't peak within the next few days, according to the veteran trader Peter Brandt. And Brandt explained that Bitcoin hit its current cycle low on November 9th, 2022, which was 533 days before the Bitcoin halving, which was on April 2024. Yes, and add 533 days to that date of the halving date, and bingo, it is this week. So this is another calculation. So some scenarios looking at the days and the distances shows that yes, this could be it. On the other hand, or not necessarily on the other hand, but when you're looking at the Bollinger Bands here, you know, they're really narrowing. And when this happening, you know, the sideways movement can go on even for 100 days or something. But after that, usually it breaks out, but not necessarily to the upside. It could be to the downside as well. So here it is. Bitcoin is due to a breakout of the record Bollinger Bands tightness, but the direction remains unknown. So it could also show that yes, soon we're going to see a nice breakout, usually when the volume narrows down. But it also can happen that it's going in the other direction. And here we have this interview here, and actually at Citibank, they believe that Bitcoin will continue to go up for the next 12 months. We can listen to it actually.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think going into late 26, your forecast for Bitcoin and Ether are pretty good, yes?
Not mine, but our teams. Yeah. So we're looking for continued follow through there. It kind of comes back to your discussion earlier on how to think about your alts in terms of gold and crypto. And I think your commentary is spot on there. I mean, I think we just have to allow that. You have a very aggressive momentum-driven equity market, and so I think people don't want to miss that. So you're looking for your hedging opportunity, and the way we see it, in addition to central bank buying, as you mentioned, I think that those two asset classes become hedges of choice as you're trying to navigate this ongoing strength, highly valued but momentum-driven equity market.
Okay, so as you can see, they are bullish for the next 12 months. Also, when we're looking at institutional demand for Bitcoin continues to overweight new supply. Look, it's already... We are just in October, and they have bought more than actually last year. And yeah, okay. It shows how much went in the system, how much they bought. When we're looking at the inflows into Bitcoin spot ETFs, it's just continuing. Even yesterday, when we had a little bit the prices going down, there was still $440 million inflow, and before that, huge numbers. When we're looking at the cycle, Bitcoin market peak indicators, cycle top indicators kind of things, none of them is green, like zero. So you can see that we have pros and cons, and nobody knows the future. But also, when we're looking at the chances for rate cut, it's extremely high. Almost 95% that it's going to happen in 20 days at the next FOMC meeting at the 29th of October. And also bullish news, just like, ETF approval, the crypto ETF approvals are coming. Tomorrow, we could have Solana for several ETF issuers can be approved, and it's likely yes, that's what they say. It's a final deadline. It's important, but later this month on the 17th, there could be an XRP one, a Dogecoin one on the 23rd, the Cardano one. Then we have some for November, so that could keep the market bullish. When we're looking at treasuries, so many companies accumulating crypto. Ethereum is the second biggest cryptocurrency by market cap. It's also heavily bought, mainly by Bitcoin. And this was what I wanted to show you, that look, they just basically started to buy. They had zero Ethereum mid of this year, 13th of July, and now they have 2.8 million, which is quite a lot, 2.3% of the supply. So we can see that a lot of people betting on crypto. We have, next year, the new Fed chair is coming in May after, Jerome Powell finished. It's probably, supporting Trump's decision, the new one. Therefore, more rate cuts could come, which can actually boost the market. We can see gold on all-time highs, which usually Bitcoin follows. So if you're looking at that, it's definitely an ongoing thing, and the cycle shouldn't end really now. It can happen that it will postpone to 2026 or something like that. Nobody knows. However, if you're looking at the days, how Bitcoin performed, how the cycles went in the previous periods, then we are around the end of the cycle. So I don't know which one you take. You can let me know in the comment section. By the way, for crypto, bullish news from the UK, because UK lifts ban on Bitcoin ETNs. Okay, so we have this one also here that, you know, this ban was on since January 2021, when the FCA first banned the sale and marketing of crypto derivatives and ETNs to retail investors. And this one is lifted by now. So from now on, you know, retail investors can trade basically crypto ETNs on exchanges which are approved by the FCA. But at least this is the positive news. So, you know, there are always pros, cons for and against crypto in the UK. But this is actually a positive thing. Maybe they also feel the pressure. Guys, I think that's it for today. Now I'm waiting. I'm waiting how Bitcoin going to close this week. What's going to happen next week? Because if this was just a hesitation now and then we continue, it's amazing. It's great. If we getting more and more bearish, we should think about other scenarios as well, at least for a while. It doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's over forever. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, dips can come, and we should calculate and we should be conscious, because otherwise we are just stuck in it and just losing our profit. That's why I'm just all saying. So guys, don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And of course, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.